It is so cold. Okay, apparently I did something to my hair, but oh well. It's freezing today. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hey, Tanky Boo. Right now, as when I looked earlier on my phone before I came on, it was like 45, almost 50. And it's freezing. I thought about turning my heat. It's like so bad that I normally don't wear socks in my house, but I'm wearing socks. And like that's how cold it is. Like I want to turn on the heat, but I'm waiting to. Oh, I like cool weather too, but not cold weather. How are you feeling today, Tank? Hey, Crystal. Man. And then on top of that, it rained, what made it even worse because we're getting some of that tropical rain from down in Florida. And I'm like, hey, Cam. Thank you, Tank. Thank you so much. Okay. That's 56 is like jacket weather to us. Oh, did you take anything, Tank? Tell me later I said hi. And he just like, okay. I'm as long as you took something, that's what I'm worried about. Have you been drinking a lot of water too, Tank? Well, he's always hiding in the garage, so what are you talking about? Hey, Tina Bailey. What you doing? Sometimes I wish it was like the beginning, like right before it started to get chilly. But it's just like the transition where it was like in its 60s where I didn't like I knew I needed the jacket but don't want to wear a jacket. But it's like hey Kelly. I'm still trying to figure out what quick snack I'm going to eat on. Because like my husband and my son is eating leftovers from yesterday. Girl, that is so wrong. I think age should have nothing to do with it. It did. Oh yeah, cause some certain ones do change. You probably got it and didn't realize it. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to eat for myself. Cause I'm hungry, but not that hungry. Cause my son and husband's eating leftovers from yesterday. So I'm like, I don't know what. What cup you got to do with it? And Cuppy ain't even here to defend herself. She probably is. Hey, Arnie. How's your mom feeling, Arnie? Everything will work out for the best, Tank. Everything will work out for the best. Good, Arnie. That's what sounds about right too here, Arnie. Like it's like so cold. It's like outside. My like right now outside is cold, but it's like colder in here. It was like last night. I actually slept with socks on last night, and I hate sleeping with socks on at night. And the killer thing is, all my windows are closed. Wrong stitch, different pattern, wrong stitch, different project. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. See, Krista, I don't like you. Hold on. I just had to reply to something. Man, Arnie, I do not blame you. Because I know when I left my house, it was like when I left the house this morning, it was like 39 degrees when I left this morning. And then when I was at work, when I looked at my phone, it went up to like 45. And when I went to go, and around that time, it been on and off raining. And then, like, when it's raining and cold weather, it like make it worse, the weather worse than what it already is. And I'm like, and I can't stand it. Crystal, I don't like you right now. I really don't like you right now. I'm upset with you. Sometimes YouTube be like that, Arnie. And thank you. You're always welcome. Sometimes that be happening to me too. And I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking also, girl, no, no, mm-mm, no. And I'm like, didn't know that. And that's strange because normally the past few times, that's strange too because like y'all are not the only person. All right, give me a second, Crystal. Like, Tank, you're not like the only person. Hey, Tina, that happened to because sometimes it happens to me as well, where like certain people will come on. I wouldn't get a notification when they will come on, and the way I got it set up for for their lives and stuff like that to notify me, but half the time I won't even know if like it won't give me anything until I go on there. Like literally go on YouTube and look. And Crystal, give me a second because I gotta go get my phone because it's on the charger. Mm. I normally don't do that because I never know when I'm coming on because of my work schedule. So when I do come on, it's like really iffy. So give me a second. Let me go grab my phone. But I'm going to keep y'all still chat. I didn't understand something first. This is phone account. Because the landlord just texted me, did he come? And I said, no, he didn't. Just let me know when you're done with your charger, okay, babe? I just said, let me know. I've been waiting till 5 minutes. I just said, let me know. Thank you. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that. Right, cats, go to school. You need to go to school. And you're fine on it. Let me put my phone on vibrate. There we go. It's on vibrate. Oh, and I'm still freezing. Well, she can come. I wish my cats can come keep me warm, but they're in the room with my son right now. Normally, when my son's home, they don't deal with me. But when he ain't home, he deals with me. And it's like, hey, Mary. And it's just like, sometimes I wonder about them. Like, all day, they be normally in the room with me or somewhere in the house with me doing God knows what. Oh, did I say hi to Miss Tina? If I didn't, I'm sorry. Hi, Miss Tina. Don't talk to me about the yarn now because I'm upset.
Well, you my buckets I had to rearrange them so I have a desk.
Okay, bye.
Have a nice day. And okay, turn that off. Sorry, guys. I had to restart my phone, and I have a app that will not shut down. Hi, Miss Mary and Miss Tank, Cameron, Kelly. I know she's hiding in there, and Arnie. But yeah, my computer came unplugged, so I had to go plug it up, grab my phone. So I had that, and I had to go get wipes because apparently I have had cat hair in the crevices.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, I know. You and I got the same cat problem.
It doesn't matter how much I use a lint brush them, and everything else. It still doesn't work.
I love them. I love them. I swear I do. But okay,
Don't talk to me about yarn because I'm upset with you. Because what you sent me, I'm highly disappointed in you.
it's just my toolbox. One of three, and that's the only one. Well, that's the only one that's organized.
Mm-hmm. You see the look that I'm giving you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is generic Coke. I don't endorse the brand. I don't endorse it. I'm not affiliated with it. I just like it. So, meh. YouTube can kiss my tush on that. Well, I mean, I'm doing that as a CYA. Cover your butt.
True.
Because you said you got somebody through a hissy fit and
Now
wanted.
you see why I put all my drinks in cups because of that?
Yep. But no, you guys see this purple? Well, to you it's showing blue, but it's purple. And then I get over here. Whoop, wrong side. And then I get over here and it changes right here. And I'm like, I blame Cuppy because I was in her live stream when it happened.
Mm.
Yep, that's the only thing. That's the only reason she's in trouble is because it was on her live stream.
Don't feel bad. You know that ombre show I did?
Mm-hmm.
Blue? I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know it changed colors until I was in Kelly's live one day and started to notice, like, wait a minute, why is it turning from dark blue to light blue, back to dark, and then had patches here? And I was like, wait a minute. I was in Kelly's live when that happened.
Oh yeah. You're like, now this, and I just threw my hook on the floor, but I will. This is one that will really kill you on the. Now this is not my hat, but the person that's getting it is roughly the same size as me head wise.
Yeah.
So,
Like, and the killer part was, like, I knew it had, like, spots of, like, white in it. I expected it to change from, like, from dark. Oh, that's pretty.
yeah, I love how the yarn is working up. It's just it's thrift store Red Heart, and by that I love thrift store yarn because that's what I started with.
Yeah.
But it's Red Heart yarn from the thrift store, and it's old enough that I don't know where the heck it what color it is or where the heck it came from. But it's like a blue camo yarn. I love it. And it's just sliding through my hooks like most people wouldn't believe. Yeah. He's actually cleaning up the garage and he's commented in chat.
What was you happy about?
And that's not mine, Mary. I'm not going to keep it. He found a sewing chair. And these are little chair. The legs on this thing is only about 1.5 feet tall. And then you have another 2 foot for the seat cavity because you can lift the seat up and that's for your patterns. And it has spool spool pegs for your thread. You can put
Yeah.
your hand needles, your zippers, all that stuff in there.
Yeah.
And it has about a 2.5 foot back,
Uh-huh.
couple of pieces for the boards for a small back. It's literally a sewing chair so that you could sit
Yeah.
either at a machine or you could sit and hand sew. There were
Ooh.
patterns, thread, couple of zippers. I think there were a couple of needles in there. I can't remember. And there was some ribbon tape. I love it. I honestly want to get it refurbished
Yeah.
because I had to. It was in a very back corner, so I had to go pick it up. I had to open the seat to reach inside to lift it up, and I thank God I have that arm strength. Well, it weighed about 10 pounds,
Oh yeah,
and I'm having to
that's a
pick.
baby.
Yeah, well, I'm having to pick it up because there were two chairs underneath it, one on top of each other, regular, and then upside down where the legs are up.
Uh-huh.
I'm having to pick it up out of those legs and
Yeah.
then move it over so that I can get into it.
Girl, you
And
better than me.
the back fell off.
You better than me, because I would honestly told my significant other or boyfriend, you coming over and help me.
Oh, he followed behind me, and he was carrying the empty box that I had, so I could put the stuff in it. But he has a dining table, a full bedroom set that if it was in good condition, and it's the little vanity
Yeah.
night table dresser. He's got a dresser out there. If it was in good condition, about $1,000 per piece of the bedroom set.
Ooh.
Yes, you see yarn. No, Kelly, you cannot have my orange.
I'm looking at the brown behind you.
Brown?
Oh no, that's your chair. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's your chair.
that's
That's what I was looking at. I was like, wait a minute.
okay. The kitten did it. Kitten did it. Okay, there you go. That's actually a burgundy red.
It looked like from where I'm sitting at, it looks brown.
Yeah, yeah.
But I do see a ball of white.
Up here.
Go down next to the orange. Yep.
Oh, that's some Karen cakes. That's picked them up at Ollie's for like $5.
That's
And
still not bad.
huh?
That's still not bad.
No. And I've got like 6. Yeah, I've got 6 of them. And that's literally, I'm going to take 3 and make a baby blanket.
As far as that orange you got, I think you have the bigger version of what I'm using now.
Red Heart Pumpkin?
Yep. The bigger version.
Yeah. That's the jumbo.
Because I just got the regular Super Saver.
Yeah, the regular is on sale for like $3.50 right now. And I did the video that the Joann's haul.
Yeah.
I went to go and get it because it was 79 cents.
Mm.
They got that fixed before I got to the store, so I had to pay regular price.
Girl.
Oh, well.
I would because I think I got mine from Walmart. And at the time, like at Walmart, it was like 7 something at Walmart just for this one.
Mm-hmm.
But they was on sale for about $3.50 a piece.
See, Walmart here is Red Heart regular.
Yeah.
Is right at $4. The Super Saver is $3.50, and the Ombre is between $7 and $7.50.
Because like I know like my Walmart just for the regular Super Saver.
Mm-hmm.
$7 and some change. After tax, you spend about like a little bit over $8 after tax. And then just for the jumbo is like over $8, almost 9.
Yeah, see, it's like $7.48 for jumbo here.
And
Hank
like,
is saying where she's at, the stripes are $8. I haven't bought stripes because I have factory packaging that I bought like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I have the leaf green, the Aaron or Aaron Flex, um, and I've got the favorite stripes out there.
Yeah. But you gotta also think too, Tank, that in each
Yeah.
state have different prices. It's like, for example, that me and Kelly state lives in the same state. But
Mhm.
where she lives at for the yarn that she pays for is a different price from us. It can be higher or lower
Mhm.
or close in price by a few cents in each state. Because I know like where you live at, and I also got friends that, like for example, my cousin that lives in San Francisco, California.
Yeah.
She said that her yarn just for doesn't like what was it, the Walmart brand yarn,
Mainstays.
the mainstays, her Walmart for the mainstays is like $12.
See, it's about $3 here.
And I'm
Actually, I
like,
just picked up three taupe sparkle
yeah.
mainstays.
And it's just like also too, all depends on what state you go to too. Because where me and Kelly live at, we live in one of the most top 10 expensive states.
Yep, but you guys are also closer to the Red Heart factory
Mm-hmm.
because it's in North Carolina.
And I'm like, what the heck? Because like, by what geographically, I can't pronounce the word right. They, okay, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Geographically.
Arnie, we'll give you the addresses. You can send it this way. Uh, hold up, Chris. Come here. Come here.
And I'm like, what the heck? And like, and I know we were in the top 10 or the top 15 states that
All right.
where we live at is like yarn is like really, really high.
Yeah.
And I'm saying because I know California, New York, us. I know Texas is one of them. All depends on what part of Texas you live in.
Mm-hmm.
I know Florida.
Give me 1 second. I gotta call him.
Oh, you're fine.
Apparently, I have clothes in the dryer.
You're fine. And I know Florida, Georgia, and some in the other states I can't remember, but at least I remember six of them. But I think it's like 10 to 15 states and throughout the U.S. that our prices are like really really high. Oh, I do. Oh, trust me, I do buy stuff on sale. Cause like if I go to Walmart right now or Joann's or Hobby Lobby here, I never knew. I thought Tennessee was one of the cheapest states. Honestly, I honestly thought that was.
No, Tennessee's a little bit higher.
And it's like with us, it's just like I can go like get anything. I can go get a 24 pack of no, a 12 pack of 24 thing of toilet paper at Family Dollar. It's $5. But if I go to my local grocery store to get toilet paper, the same brand, same toilet paper
It's
at
like
my
eight
local
bucks.
grocery. Yep. But I go to the same dollar store, half the price. And a lot of people don't like realize. I was like, dude, living here in Pennsylvania is high as hell. And the
Yep.
farther like, it doesn't matter what city that you live in, the farther you go out, the higher the price will get in the city.
Yeah, I did that too, Arnie, and I got some summer nights yarn. I only got one deal of it because they had one blue and like five pink. Guess what I left on the shelf?
The pink.
Yep. But
Well,
I'm going to combine that with my one of my ombres when I make a shawl.
and I'm like, And Kelly, what the heck are you talking about? No, 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 no.
Mm.
Because it makes me sound like one of those Jason movies. Da na 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 na.
Oh no, that's Jaws.
Jaws, Jason's, whatever one it is.
Yeah.
And I gotta find my sewing needles.
Um, I got a bucket here. It's in the bottom of it is sewing thread and needles, and then I have yarn on top.
I know I had them, but I don't know what the hell I did with them.
I was given a idea this morning on some. I was kind of given an idea, and then I went sideways with it.
Yeah.
It was throughout the week, Monday through Friday. She skips Wednesday. It's called Jamie's Hooked. She
I,
does.
I know who she is.
Yeah, I know you do, or I wouldn't have said it. I would have put it in chat, in private chat.
All right.
And she she was doing Tunisian crochet this morning.
I missed hers.
Yeah, she was doing Tunisian crochet with a worsted weight yarn, and you're supposed to. Whoops, sorry. When you do Tunisian, if it says you take a 5 millimeter hook,
Mm-hmm.
you're supposed to go up to 6. You're supposed to go up one full hook size, and she didn't do that. So I was like, as practice, you could take that and make dishcloths.
Yeah.
I have cotton. I have dishcloths. I have
Yeah.
Tunisian hooks. And that would make it a little bit faster.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. And you could learn all kinds of different stitches with that. And you're only working with like 10 to 14 inches on the hook, same
Yeah.
as the knitting needle.
Girl, I don't know nothing about really knitting other than what I said to you the other day about the basics.
Yeah, well, I'm knitting needles. I have some that are 7, which are beginner hooks, and then I have beginner needles, but the majority of them are 10 or 14 inches.
Girl.
And my Tunisians are 14 inches long.
Ooh. The last, because I know, who was it? V. She had, I won a prize with her, and she sent me Norwegian hooks.
Who?
V. Um, crap. I'm trying to remember her YouTube name.
VJ?
No. Tank knows who I'm talking about. Tank and Kelly knows who I'm talking about. I can't remember her YouTube name, but her name is V, and I won a prize in her live, and she had sent me some Norwegian crochet hooks.
Hmm.
Never used them or don't know how to use them, but I will learn at some point.
She was doing what's considered the first Tunisian stitch, and it's called the Tunisian simple stitch because it's supposed to be simple. That one I can do. The rest of them, how to do a honeycomb, you can do double crochet.
Right.
Oh, Veronica.
Yes. But I call her some people that have been knowing her will call her V.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cal.
Yep. You're
I
supposed to
couldn't
be
get her
able to,
name out.
do a chevron stitch, the ripple stitch, um, do double crochet with it, half double crochet, Herring, you're supposed to do basically any stitch you can do in regular crochet, you can do with the Tunisian.
Yeah.
I have I have no idea. But
Girl, I want to learn how to do it, but I just haven't got that far in my life to do it.
yeah, well, if you have the ones that are like a crochet hook, you go so far and it's got a stopper on the end, right?
Yeah.
Just okay. They have those, and then they have Afghan hooks. The ones with the stopper, those are the knitting needle style. They're the standard. You can do a if you're good at it, you can do about 80 stitches on there.
Ooh, never knew that.
Yeah. Well, I plan on doing it, but I'm going to do it with there's a pattern out there called the Tunisian 10 stitch blanket.
Yeah.
So I'm holding 10 loops on the throat of any crochet hook. You can actually do it on a regular hook.
Wow.
Yeah. And but the Afghan hooks, if you want, you could put 600, about 400 stitches on a small one. That way you can make your Afghan with one hook.
Yeah. And Kelly, if you don't get your butt up here too, I'm about to pull your move. Do you want to play?
But yeah, the Tunisian hooks I have, excuse me, pardon. I have Lion Brand Heartland and almost every color out there.
Yeah.
And as soon as I can clear out my projects, I'm going to start working on that 10 stitch blanket, but I'm going to have 20 stitches on it to make it a little bit, the stripes a little bit wider.
Yeah.
And I'm going to grab a ball and I'm going to go. And I'm going to grab and go and grab and go. Oh, my basket's empty. Let me go on the front porch because
Mhm.
I have a garbage bag that has about 15 brand new skeins of Heartland that I've collected over the years. That's going into one blanket until I get to a king size blanket. And then that will be taken, not mailed, taken to Silverdale, Washington.
Do you have the nerve to talk about me?
I've been collecting that Heartland
Mm-hmm.
since about 6 months after I started crocheting because
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get enough to make this king size blanket because of the person I'm making it for.
Girl, I want to beat you. I want to whoop you. That's why I
No,
am here.
Ashley, I've known this guy since I was in 8th grade.
Hey.
He is one of my best friends. He literally helped me through a whole lot.
Yeah.
And he and his partner earlier in the month lost their house. They lost everything except him, his partner, and their daughters. Yeah. So he's getting that blanket, and while I'm working on that one, I'm also going to be working on twin blankets for the girls.
Oh, girl, I'm so sorry.
There's nothing to be done about it. I mean, it was just he got a picture from the front of the house as they were leaving, and it was taking out the back of the taking out the back, started in the backyard. But
Ooh,
it's an act of God.
yeah,
It was a wildfire up in Washington State.
girl.
Yeah,
Thank goodness them two and the kids are all right.
yeah. They didn't care. They were able to get help to get a place to live, and the girls are in school.
Yeah.
So, as
True.
he said, as long as we're alive, we're good. He said the worst thing that we have lost was the animals.
Girl.
Because he had ducks, chickens. I think he had a couple of rabbits.
Yeah.
And I know he had at least one cat. And maybe a dog. I'm not sure on that one. So,
Thank goodness everything's okay with them two and the kids. I'd rather have that happen than anything. Oh, thank goodness everything's alright. Thank goodness.
Do I really have to say hi to her as much trouble she likes to bring?
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
hey,
Yes, you do.
Ashley, what's missing?
His face.
His whiskers.
Uh huh. That's why I said his face.
Well, it's a job requirement.
I miss it.
I miss my scruffies.
Yeah, I know. But I can't paint if I've got facial hair.
And that's in the rule books from the job.
Yep. Because that respirator I got to wear, it won't seal up if I've got facial hair.
Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah.
You like my improvised desk?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it'll go right back over there.
Oh, I was showing Chris what you were getting excited about.
What'd he do?
He goes, ooh.
What, about the chair?
Yeah. But yeah, we got.
Okay, I got to move you kids coming through the back door.
Oh, you're fine.
He's at the sink.
Yeah, but I'm hiding. You can't see the sink. So, yeah, I'll be honest. I would love to have that refurbished, but with the back breaking off like that.
Well, you've heard of wood glue, right?
Yeah.
How's that basket?
True.
The handle was broken. And
It's over there.
Yeah, and what kind of shape is it in?
True.
Okay then.
But I don't know how well it would do on that since it's dry. It literally dried and cracked enough to break.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, but if we're going to refurbish it, you got to get rid of the material that's on it. So
I know. Well,
See,
first
I
thing
want to
is
see what it looks like when it's done.
Cleaned out.
When it's done, I want to see what it looks like.
oh, you're being said hi to by Arnie, and
Arnie.
there's Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Okay, Arnie.
And he's got to run away.
Yeah. Still trying to get some things done out in the garage.
And you need to get to bed before midnight tonight.
I know.
The hang dog expression in it does no good.
No.
All right, baby.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna like this, Michael. You didn't know the clause.
Hi, son.
You exactly didn't know the clause.
He's. Can you see that window back there?
This one or that one?
It's there.
Okay, there'll be that one.
Okay, that is the original back door to the house. So now we go out it, take about 4 steps, and then we go left to go outside or go right to go into where my son's room is.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That really ain't bad at all either.
Mm-mm. But I literally, if I was standing, 3 steps to my bedroom door.
Oh, girl.
Well, Ashley.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
And you see the other half of what's on that wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said bad girl. You cannot be doing this.
That's why I didn't show you any more than a few things.
Uh-huh.
That's stuffed animal, and I had to put my stuffed animals on the shelf to keep them away from my son's cat. Well, they were up here behind me.
Yeah.
in that hole.
Uh
Up, 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 down.
huh.
And I have a stuffed husky puppy
Yeah.
that was in the living room, and 3 different times I found it on the floor. So I had to change how the thing it was in was set up so she couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she until she caved that lid in, and then she got up under the lid and got the
Mm-hmm.
lid out, and then she got the husky puppy out. So it's hiding in here too.
Girl, thank goodness, ever since I started doing that mixture of vinegar and water, mine stopped touching my damn yarn. They haven't touched it for over 2 years.
My big one, she learned when I was taking care of her previous owner. She came at me twice, and it's like thump, and then she came at me, I thumped her, and then she came back
Yeah.
like 20 minutes later, and I thumped her paws and her nose at the same time because of how she was positioned.
Yeah.
She didn't come back. I moved, and she got up one time with me. I was like, okay. I said, you lay down. She laid down right beside me, had no problems. I started crocheting. She reached over, she did this. She had her claws in, and I moved my hand like I was going to thump her again,
Yeah.
and she did this. And I mean, she curled. You know how cats can curl their hand almost? Yeah.
Yeah, like it looked like a bent back paper clip a little bit.
It looks like it's broke because they're pulling it so far backwards against the bone of their arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she did. And I was like, okay, good girl. I'm good. And she's fine.
Mm. Like when I had first got mine from kittens, I swear when I used to go.
Exactly, Kelly. I can do the Tunisian simple stitch. That's it. And I have a lot of cotton yarn. Layla,
This
quit
girl,
cussing us out. She's putting symbols in there.
thank goodness, the way I got it, it ain't gonna block him, so he good.
Oh yeah, well I know.
This girl, like the first year, like prior to them, I already had a lot of yarn prior to them, and then like when I got them, I swear for the first year,
You were seeing strings where
and
there
there was
weren't supposed to be strings.
yes. So I was like wondering, like all the way up into like I was wondering, like how did it get in? And then I thought about, okay, they're eating the yarn because I was wondering, like, why is half my yarn to my projects missing? And then for
Hmm.
some reason, this is around the time that I had all the kids in the house.
Oh yeah.
So I'm thinking it's one of the kids.
Nope.
Come to find
Oh,
out,
Mia was doing it.
yep. And then like a couple weeks after the fact, one of them had a piece of my yarn hanging from the butt. And I know I couldn't pull it because it's so effective. If I pull it, it's going to get tangled and kill them. So I was just like, forget it. I would just let them continue pumping it, poop it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what the hell? And to the point where they started to get constipated. And then I would take them to the vet, unconstipate them, and do the same thing all over again 2 weeks later. So I took some vinegar water and started spraying it on my yarn.
Mm-hmm.
And they haven't touched it since. Ever since I started spraying all my yarn, it's like if you get a spray bottle from the dollar store, one of the small ones.
The hair bottles.
Yeah, you put this much vinegar in it, and the rest water. Shake it up, spray it. It ain't going to do nothing to your yarn, anyways.
It'll just smell like vinegar for a couple of days,
Yeah,
and then but that wears off, and you can't do it. It doesn't smell, and it's actually
girl.
kind of good for it.
And I'm like, what the hell? And it worked. They haven't touched my yarn for about like almost 2.5 years, and they just turned 3 back in July. Hey, Cappy. We just turned 3 back in July, and they haven't touched my yarn for the
Hi,
past
Cappy.
25 years. And I'm like, yes. Because, like, my yarn started off in my bedroom before it started scattering everywhere else throughout my house.
The bedroom. Yeah, well, mine, most of what I had in Oklahoma is out on the front porch.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of this did come from there, especially my donation yarn. But I got in more donation yarn. And I've got in I went to Ollie's and got a ton of the Karen Jumbo. They said it's mint, but it's like a light ice blue. And that's going to go into my donation yarn.
Oh, that's downstairs. I got some downstairs.
Yeah.
Because I'm, like, trying to think, like, because what y'all see up here is what I'm just keeping in this room alone. And if I try to figure out, like, bring more stuff up here, it's going to look cluttered again. And I'm like, nope. I'll just keep everything where it is as long as I keep everything in its right places.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen my shelving I have over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to work. I've got to get everything done that I have on the hook now.
Yeah.
And then over on that wall is where I have my donation yarn. The majority of my donation yarn.
Yeah.
So I'm going to grab 2 balls from there. And that's one blanket. I'll make sure I've got 4 balls, 2 of each color.
Right.
So I can tie them together and do a fairly big blanket.
Yeah.
And then that's a donation project. And then I'm going to do a stash blanket for like baby blankets. And if somebody says, oh my God, I need one. Okay, well, I've got this color, this color, this color, this color, and it'll cost you this.
Oh, Cuppy.
Cuppy, you're in trouble. I was on your live earlier and my yarn changed and I didn't know it, so I didn't get excited about it when it changed. So, because I get excited about yarn color changes, especially in this Mandela Sparkle. Well, what you're seeing here,
Yeah,
is purple. This is blue, and you can't really tell the difference in them. But that's just because of
the way it is.
my camera. Oh, fine. I don't even rate a hello. I get a hi, y'all. But yeah.
What you know that's Cuppy. We gotta love Cuppy.
Oh, I do. She works hard getting stuff done around the house and dealing with the family issues she's got going on.
Yes, I love Cuppy.
Oh, I do too. I'm messing with her.
But sometimes if it wasn't for like Cuppy, sometimes I'd be sitting there, be thinking about doing something stupid.
See, there she is.
This is how I know I messed up with Cuppy. She be like, girl. I'm like, oh shit, what the hell I do now?
No, Kelly, you missed Mater. He's already gone hiding again. And he's hiding and talking to my son, and they're having a decent conversation because they're not screaming at each other and slamming doors.
Here comes one of my favorite people. Hey, Mr. Arnie.
Hi, Ashley. Hi, Crystal.
How you doing,
Arnie? I'm doing pretty good, other than for this nagging cough that I have today.
Did you take anything?
Last few days, I've been taking Mucinex for it, trying to get rid of it.
What's the change of the weather? Eric, this is the time of year where people start to get sick.
Yeah.
Yep. And mine finally, after 40 years, turned into sinus.
Oh, girl, I hate sinus cold.
So mine gets all right here. And it doesn't matter how much I blow, I sneeze, or I stick something up my nose, like the baby bulbs,
Yeah.
and you pull the snot out.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh. But like how I know I'm about to get sick. First, like with me, I'll start getting like a throat cold, right?
hmm
And then it goes from a throat cold to a head cold to a face cold to a chest cold to all four within the same week, all in the
Yeah.
same week. And I'm like, and that lasts for about like 2 weeks. And I'd be so sick to the point that some people that don't know how I am think it's the flu. And I had the flu once in my life years ago. I think it was back in
I have a
2014.
reoccurring bronchial pneumonia.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I blame my sister on that one, and she knows
Girl.
it. What
Mm-mm.
I do is I will get my. Y'all guys have seen my the Tussin DM and cough syrup work. I get my metal cup. You've seen the
Yeah.
yellow one with the snake on it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I will get that, and I will have
Yeah.
water make tea in it so hot I can't drink it, and I will sit there and just breathe in the steam because it's at that time I will get the mint tea and
Yeah.
I will add peppermint extract to it.
Same here, cause cause I know certain stores sells the peppermint honey flavor that you can put in tea.
Yeah,
It's hard to find, but I know some stores sells it.
yeah,
And it's like it's actual honey, but it has a peppermint flavoring to it, and like it's so strong
yeah,
that it will knock the wind out of you. That's how strong it is.
yeah.
And like
And,
sometimes
and
I
I
will
will
be
I
sad.
will sit there and I rub that extract on the bottom of where the lid opens,
Yeah.
so that when the steam hits the lid where you drink out of, it's
Hmm.
hitting that extract and it's getting it under the. I'm just sitting here like this. Just, I mean,
Yeah. Sometimes I'll use cough
uh,
drops.
Or
um,
get
yeah, I quit doing cough drops except for the menthol flavored because um, I would get them in at my house when I was up there,
yeah.
and I had literally I had just gotten a bag, one of the big family size bags that's going to last me personally a month.
Because only you need to get some rest.
I had it sitting by my bed and it was not open. Come in from work the next day, I was almost out, so I went to open it. No, there was about 15 in the bottom out of a almost 100 count bag. These were everything else. They weren't the menthol flavor. They were the honey lemon or the cherry flavored.
Mm.
And I went into my mom's room, and that's all I smelled. Uh, I asked my sister, I said, "Where'd you get those?" She goes, "Oh, they were in the kitchen." I was like, "No, they weren't." I said, "Where'd you get them?" Out of your room. One, what were you doing in my room?
Mm-hmm.
Two, why did you need them? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
My throat started hurting. No, no, it didn't because you weren't coughing until you saw those.
Oh, Tank.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Tank needs
poor
a
baby.
bubble.
Yeah. I had pneumonia really bad last year.
Yeah.
I almost died from it.
Oh,
But yeah,
Arnie.
I made my sister buy me 3 bags, and I gave her one. She bought 4 bags, and she kept one. She
Yeah.
was buying a bag every 3 days. She was using it as candy.
Because I know a few years ago, I think it was back in 2014 or 15, I caught the flu like so bad to the point where I was in the hospital for about like 2 weeks behind it. And the killer part was I didn't even know I had the flu.
Hmm
I was thinking like treatment
Yeah.
as a common cold, like medicine, NyQuil, cough drops, and everything.
Yep.
And I was wondering, like, why was my whole body feeling so achy?
Yep.
Go to the hospital because I know it lasted for about like a week. Went to the hospital and they wanted to keep keeping me. And I don't understand. They try to say that I was dehydrated, but I'm like, I'm drinking the kids' Pediasure to keep you hydrated. I'm drinking water, juice. I'm eating
Like,
crackers,
you
soup.
were sweating it out, you were coughing it out, and you were peeing it out.
And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. I
And it
had
took me for like 2 weeks, and it was like so bad to the point where like, and all I did was sleep. That
Yep.
for that entire week before I went, all I did was sleep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when I did get up, half the time I didn't like know. I like according to my husband, I was with my husband at the time. According to him, the only thing that I did was to get up to go to the bathroom to the point where he physically had to like wake me up to eat something. And I don't remember getting up eating at all.
Yep. Uh,
I'm like,
I did 3 days where I was doing that exact same thing. And my brother had stopped by. He looked at me. He's like, "Come on, you're going with me." Okay, what am I doing? He's like, "Just get in the car." Took me to the hospital. Laryngitis, bronchial pneumonia,
ooh,
and walking pneumonia.
bless you, Arnie.
And I had been working.
You're welcome.
Oof.
Yeah, that
I
was
was,
me
yeah.
last year. I had bronchial pneumonia really bad, and one day a friend called me and she took a good look at me and said, "You really look like
Crap.
SHIT."
Crap.
Yeah,
We'll go with that word.
yeah, and she
And
told
like,
me that you better get to the hospital now. And I
Mm-hmm.
kind of like hesitated. I knew I was like tired and dragged out and all that, and then I decided to call for the paramedics and get to the hospital. And next thing is I'm put in ICU,
Yep.
24 liters of oxygen, and all kinds of antibiotics.
They gave me 2 500 milligram antibiotics. One was amoxicillin. The other one I have no idea. And they told me to use. They said no matter if you're not eating or drinking, you have a cough drop in your mouth, or you have hard candy. You have like a butterscotch or a peppermint to coat your throat. That
yeah,
way you'll be able to talk. They said there's nothing we can do with you because do for you. You're past the oh yeah, you're past the infection stage.
yeah.
Apparently, I caught it at work, and then I took my 2 days off, and that was the infection stage. And then I went back to work for 3 days
Ooh,
before my brother found it.
Yeah,
So nobody was contagious because of me. Oh,
ooh,
infection and
dang.
sepsis. Youch. So they said all you can do is we can treat the symptoms. They said
Mhm.
because it's a viral bacteria pneumonia, you're screwed. It's going to come back. You have walking pneumonia, so we'll give you all the antibiotics we can, and you've got laryngitis. Keep something to coat your throat. That's all they could do. And I
Well,
told my mom, and I was up at 5:30 the next morning to get my kids ready for school, take them to school, and everything else. So
mm,
yeah,
I still did everything. I got up, took care of kids, took care of the house,
yeah.
cleaned, everything.
But man, if it wasn't for my husband at the time, because like at the time my son was like in preschool. At the
Yeah.
time when I caught the flu, I swear if it wasn't for my husband, I would have never went to the hospital because I felt like if my husband wasn't home, or if I was like at single at the time with me having a small child in the house,
Mhm.
I would have never went.
Yep.
And it was just like,
I wasn't gonna go because I didn't have anybody dependable to watch my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter was in pre-K.
And it was just like, what the hell? And I was like, when I went, it was just like my husband literally, because remind you, I'm stubborn.
Nah.
I literally, yes, I'm stubborn. Remind you, I literally, like, only thing I remember out that day, I
Yeah,
remember
exactly.
arguing with him. Like, I remember arguing with him about going. And then next thing you know, I remember a few hours later waking up in the hospital. Because apparently that's how sick I was.
Yeah, you were like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna go. I don't want to go. Don't want to go. And then he walks you out to the car, and you wake up. Oh, hi. What am
And
I doing here?
according to doctor, because according to my husband, he dropped before he took me to the hospital. He dropped my son off with my aunt, my son's great aunt,
Yeah.
at her house before he took me to the hospital. Because he called her, and since I was still like so out of it from being sick, it was just like, what the hell? I don't remember getting in the car. I don't remember dropping my son off at my aunt's house. I don't remember going to the hospital. And I woke up a couple days like that same night. Like, why am I here? It was like completely startled.
Yeah.
And I was hooked up to, like, I didn't even feel nothing with them hooking the IVs up to me and everything. And that's how, like, when the doctors told me, like, I was severely hydrated. And I'm like, what? Wait a minute. How am I severely hydrated? And I've been drinking everything underneath the damn sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, what the
During
hell?
the summer, when it's like 80 something degrees out here, waking up, Michael goes to work, and they have Gatorade where you make your own. And he's got a 64-ounce Powerade bottle.
Yeah.
So he makes that full of Gatorade at 8 in the morning. By his 10:30 cigarette break, he's got to make another one. He comes home.
Yes, Tank, dehydrated. Yeah, you
Dehydrated.
still.
We know what she meant. We're not correcting her because, oh well. I don't care. I already know.
Tank,
But
you know my pronunciation is wrong. You, at least I can spell it.
yeah. But y'all guys have seen that green cup that he drinks out of that he stole from me. That's a 32-ounce cup. He would make that full of iced Gatorade.
Yeah.
And as soon as he got back to work, he'd make him another 64 Gatorade. He literally would go through a gallon and a half of Gatorade at work because a 64 is a quart.
Yeah.
He'd go through 5 of those at work, and he'd have the one at lunch with me, and then when he got home, he'd have another one. And before he finished that second cup is about the second. He said that's normally about the second time he goes to the bathroom during the entire day. And he got checked out by a doctor. He was dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize, Hank. I had to refigure. But he would go through a gallon. Yeah, so he would go. Yeah, okay. So he'd go through almost 2 gallons at work, or a little over. So he would go through quite a bit, and then he'd drink more here. But when one of the times he had to get checked out during the summer, they said he was dehydrated. And when he explained exactly what he was drinking, they said, "Well, add Pedialyte to it."
Yeah.
So we got clear Pedialyte, and he would take a container of that to work, and then I had one here. I got to where I would have his cup ready.
Yeah.
And have that much Pedialyte in the bottom before I started adding anything. I put Pedialyte in it.
But like that's another reason why
Hello, everybody.
like, around this time.
Hello.
Hey,
Kenneth.
Kenneth.
Yeah, it's
Hello.
Kenneth.
Oh,
How
hey,
you
Hello.
Kenneth.
doing, baby?
Okay.
I'm gonna come over. Just send me the link.
Yeah, I'll send you the link and
Yeah.
come on over.
All right, brother.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Pedialyte is. It's electrolyte water.
Because I know around this time every year I do try to keep at least like a month. A month. I do try to keep 24 things appear like in my house
Yeah.
around this type of year because with my son with his health issues and my husband's health issues and I'm like between y'all two I can't get sick.
Okay, Arnie Cuppy says give Deborah a hug for her to Kenneth. Because she said, "Hey Kenneth, give Debbie a hug for me." Deborah, I apologize. I have a Debbie that I'll be seeing. Think I see her tomorrow,
Yeah.
but I know I have got to start getting my stuff for my secret sister because we meet in middle of October,
Yeah.
and that's when we do our exchange.
Well, I had to put my project down because my hands started to cramp.
Mine right here in this part is
Yeah.
starting to get dry because.
It's like right here, like right by my thumb.
Mm-hmm.
It's like with that muscle, like doing it for so long, it's like starting to like cramp up right here.
Yeah, coconut water. We literally bought like 3 cases of it. Yeah, exactly, Tank.
Oh, Tank, I don't know how you can work in the hospital because I couldn't do it. Nothing personal towards you, but I couldn't do it because when somebody like I get emotional when somebody comes in and get hurt or something like that, and I get attached to people real easily.
Yes,
So
some people can, some people can't. That's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just when it comes to being able to do that, she was better at it than we would have been able to be. Yeah, see, that was 20 years ago.
see, because like I get attached to people real easily, especially this one lady that I used to that I was telling y'all about that lived next door to me,
Mm-hmm.
and she lived by what I was told. I didn't even find out that she passed away until years later after I moved down here, and I was like, according to her, I never knew how old she was at the time. Last time I checked, that she was in before I moved. That she was in her 70s. The last time I checked before I moved.
Is this one that her and her daughter would come into McDonald's?
Not that one. The one that taught me how to crochet.
Ah, okay.
And I know when I moved years later that she was in her 80s before I moved. And then when I moved down here, I stopped keeping in contact with her.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know anything about her passing away until one day I found her daughter on Instagram. And that's when her daughter had told me that she passed away when COVID happened.
Okay, so Tank was the complaint department. If your nurse was a total and complete, you went to Tank, and then she took the nurse apart, and she also helped with the cancer patients.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Arnie, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to whoop you, Arnie.
Yeah, I know exactly why you're going to do it.
I'm going to whoop you.
Arnie, next time someone asks for the link, send them the link to the program, not backstage.
I love
Yeah.
you.
Well, it's we like Kenneth, but there are some people that would use that to take advantage of you. and come in to places like this. It's like when you asked me to send you the link to Mater, I messaged him real quick and he said he was okay with it, or I would not have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just because
Yeah, I just sent them both links. The
okay.
channel and panel.
Yeah. I mean, it's just because
It's fine, Arnie. It's
Yeah.
fine.
yeah, it's okay. It's just
Because I like you, because he's funny.
yeah.
Just
Hi.
like it.
Future reference.
Hi,
Future
Kenneth.
reference. Hi Kenneth.
How you doing?
Because I know if I go live again, I do have a couple of people that my basement is really cold, and if they come in, they're going to stay in my basement and freeze.
I
So,
like Kenneth, though. I love Kenneth.
yeah, he's okay. I'm getting to know him.
Yeah,
I'm getting to know him.
I know I need to
Yeah, how's
shave
the
or
wife, Kenneth, though? How's the wife? And I see you got more gray hair since the last time I seen you.
something. I'm getting little. I'm 43 years old and I'm getting gray.
See, last time I
I'm
seen
supposed
you,
to
you had a
happen when
little
I
bit of
get
gray.
like, everybody says you're young when you're 40. You don't feel young. It's like when you're 30, 20, you feel good, but when you get 40 and 50, you just, to me, I feel different than the person who was 43.
I've got gray hair. I've had gray hair since I was 16.
See,
And
Yeah, but I
it's
can't run
mine's
like I
is
used
dyed,
to.
so I'm okay. All my hair is dyed.
yeah, I need to get mine done. Actually, I may have Bubba help me tomorrow and do that.
Hey, Arnie.
Hey, Kenneth.
Oh, good. He's up. He's awake now. Because they finally took him into surgery today, and while Cuppy was live, he was brought back to the room.
Good.
So he's just now getting an update on how he is after being brought back. Yes,
Good.
Tank, he had his gallbladder removed. He's been in the hospital for, I think this is day 5. And he's been NPO. But his potassium levels would not get up to the point that they could get him in there until today. And they took him in this morning, brought him back out, and apparently Missy sent him the message that he's doing good.
Good.
Scam calls.
You ain't never lied, Arnie. Because there'll be times that I'll get phone calls in the middle of my life, and I'm like, why is people call me? Any other time they don't want to call me. But as soon as I'm doing something, they want to call me.
Yeah. Or the
Oh.
moment you sit down and the phone rings.
Okay, so
you
he's
want
been
to call me at work.
he's apparently been in the hospital a week and a half, but I know he's been part of that was they were trying to figure out exactly.
Yeah.
But I know the last 4 or 5 days has been NPO. Nothing by mouth.
Yeah, that's true.
And he said he could get a mouthful of water, hold it for like 5 or 6 seconds, and spit it out.
Ooh.
He could not actively drink. He had to let it soak into his cheeks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But I am going to go ahead and end a little bit early tonight. Sorry, Kenneth, that you came up a little bit later.
Yeah.
Next time, you're always welcome, Kenneth.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, just pop into chat and ask her, and she can send you the link. Because I know
I have a doctor's appointment at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I have to be up.
Yay!
Oh,
Okay. Can I holler at you real quick after you shut down, though?
yes.
Cool.
All
Thank
right,
you.
good night.
See you later. Everybody
See ya.
always welcome. See ya.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Arnie. Get well, Arnie, okay? Get some rest.
Yes. And make sure you're sitting up so you clear your breathe airways. If I can talk straight. Because laying flat's going to clog them up, and you can't sit up straight because that's just uncomfortable.
Yeah, that happens to me every night when the moment I lay down, all of a sudden I get stuffed up and congested.
If I'm probably going to be doing that in the next couple of weeks. I thank God that this is a recliner. But I only go back like that far.
Yeah.
So my neck hurts, but I can breathe.
Well, Arnie, get some rest. Tell your mom I said hi, and I love her.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
And
too.
Arnie, love you too.
yeah.
And I'll
Yeah,
talk
next
to
time
you
I'll
later,
just
T.
send a channel link.
Yeah, Tank, you've had to because of your situation. There's
Yeah.
no way around yours. We wish we could help you, but
Tank, I love you too. Tank, I'll be checking up on you later on tonight or tomorrow to see how you feeling. But for now, everybody, good night. Talk to y'all later.
bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye, Arnie.
But, bye, Ashley. My mind went blank for a moment. Bye, Crystal.
You're welcome, honey.
Yeah.
Bye, hun.